Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to a very powerful concept called a smart contract. This specific smart contract is called Forsage, and it's the next generation in business. I want to take about 15 minutes to give you a breakdown to help you understand exactly what this is. So we're talking about using the latest technologies available to mankind to help us to partner together around the world without a middleman. So we're talking about distributed apps, smart contracts, and a smart contract called Forsage. We're going to discover how you and I can partner together economically and generate income without a job, without depending on a check, without depending on the government. We can actually support one another and we can change lives. I call this decentralized income. Because throughout history, ladies and gentlemen, people have looked for ways to empower themselves economically when they did not have the cash reserves or the credit to do it on their own. When they could not depend on the government or the banks to help them, they helped one another. Isn't that a novel idea? And as a result, many innovative concepts have been adopted over the years, such as ROSCA, which means Rotating Savings and Credit Association, better known in some countries as the SUSU. Of course, it has many names because it's been practiced all around the world. Also, concepts such as crowdfunding that was signed into law by Barack Obama in 2012. That's a way that we can actually donate to give to help someone else and without expecting anything in return. And that's totally legal. No product, no service is needed to participate in the SUSU or to participate in crowdfunding. The last concept is called a cooperative. That's when people come together to form some type of a business that provides some type of an economic benefit. So this is where this concept comes from. However, ladies and gentlemen, with the advancements in technology such as the internet, cryptocurrency, and smart contracts, people globally are now able to connect and support one another at levels previously unimaginable without a central authority, a bank, a business, or corporation controlling or compromising our interactions. So let's start off and talk about distributive applications. So I want you to imagine an application that doesn't run on one server, but harnesses the excess power of thousands of computers globally and controlled by business automation software that ensures if a specific parameter is met, only then can a function be carried out. So this distributive app allows us to do certain things with one another, and it cannot be shut down because it's powered by thousands of computers. In order to shut it down, you would have to shut down all those computers at the same time. And this app runs on top of the blockchain. You might be familiar with the blockchain. It's an accounting system. It's a ledger that's transparent that lets you know where all the money goes. It's also peer-to-peer, meaning the money goes directly from one person to the other in real time and is paid instantly, and it cannot be interfered with. So this app acts as a kind of an operating system. It creates an innovative open source software ecosystem that is both secure and resilient and allows developers to create new online tools. The result, ladies and gentlemen, is applications which do not belong to a sole entity, but rather are driven by a community. Now, what about cryptocurrency? Maybe you're familiar with that. That's a digital asset. You can also call it digital money. It's a way that we can do business without being dependent so much on the banks and the payment processors who have a habit of taking a piece of our hard-earned money. So cryptocurrency is basically a medium of exchange that uses cryptography to secure the financial transactions. All right, so cryptocurrencies or decentralized control that work through a distributed ledger technology, which is called the blockchain. So we know that no one can interfere with the blockchain, that it will exist as long as the internet exists and it's transparent. So the biggest cryptocurrencies, most popular, of course, is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum, of course, moves through the internet very fast, and Ethereum is based on something called a smart contract. And of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum can quickly and easily be converted into any global currency around the world. So let's talk about the smart contract itself. What exactly is that? A smart contract is an electronic contract registered in the form of a program code that independently executes the actions laid down in it, depending on given conditions. All right, let me just check something here. Somebody's sending me a message. Okay, can you hear me talking right now, ladies and gentlemen? If you can hear me talking, type in the chat box. You can see the chat box there. Okay, Chris, send me a text message. Just need to make sure that you can hear me talking. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so a smart contract is an electronic contract registered in the form of a program code that independently executes the actions laid down in it depending on given conditions. A smart contract cannot be changed after it's been uploaded to the blockchain network. A smart contract can perform any operations laid down in it in advance automatically without human intervention. So once a smart contract is created and released on the blockchain, it cannot be changed by anyone, not even the developers. And it must perform what it was created to do because it is a computer code, and that's the only way that it can operate. The great thing is that it eliminates the middleman, and it allows us to operate, do business with one another without a middleman. And there are no fees. There's no monthly fees. There are no yearly fees. There are no fees ever. So what are the advantages of a smart contract? The main advantage of projects on smart contracts is predefined and unchanged conditions. Anyone can see the code on which the smart contract is written. The code is in the public domain and contains all the conditions and details like any paper contract. So everything is completely transparent. This is one of the reasons we know that this is real. We can see where the money came from. We can see where the money went. The next advantage is validity. We know that everything is valid. A verified smart contract exists as long as the blockchain in which it's loaded exists. And finally, autonomy. Smart contracts do not require intermediaries. All operations between process participants are performed automatically without the participation of an administrator. All right, so I'd like to welcome all of you to Forsage. Forsage means fast and furious. It's a way that we can literally generate significant income following a very simple and using a very simple smart contract and a formula that we're going to be sharing with you right now. So this is the first ever fully automated decentralized project. Let's go ahead and break it down and show you exactly how it works. So first of all, Forsage is a closed system without deadlines, with a limited number of places and an unlimited number of re-entries. All members have referral links and new referrals join both programs at the same time. So we have two programs in one. We have Forsage X3, which is you and 3 people on your first level. Forsage X3 are the people that you personally refer. Then we also have Forsage X4, 2 people on your first level, 4 people on your second level. Forsage X4 is what we call a team build. This is where you get help from the community. So X3 is really good for people who are good at bringing others. X4 is for people who may not be so good at that, but they would like to earn money. That's what X4 is all about. So we have the best of both worlds in one program. So let's look at X3 and break that down. So when you invite someone to the program, I want to talk to you about how the money is distributed automatically. So if you're looking on my screen, you can see that when you refer your first person, they're going to take the first slot. And all of the money is going to go immediately to the person who invited them. Okay, when you join, you're going to pay 0.05. Half of that, 0.025, is going to go through X3. The other half is going to go through X4, as you're about to see in a moment. So half of that money, 0.025, that's going to go to the person who referred that individual. They get all of the money in real time, instantly. It goes to your private wallet. So the company never holds any money. The money is either on your Trust wallet on your phone or your MetaMask wallet on your computer. No one has access to that money but you. The second person that you bring in, they're going to take the second spot. And again, 100% of that money, 0.025, is going to go instantly to the wallet of the person who referred them. The third payment, you're going to get credit for that money, and that money is going to be used to re-enter you to allow you to repeat this process all over again. Each level is called a cycler, meaning that they keep repeating themselves over and over again, even after you have upgraded to the next higher level. So we're going to show you, you're going to see here in a moment, that you'll be able to create up to 24 different streams of income in this platform after you have upgraded. Okay, now the third payment, that also goes to your sponsor, and they get 100% of that third payment. All right, so let's talk about upgrading, because we mentioned that a moment ago. In order for your income to grow, you need to activate or buy the next level, and that means to upgrade. If the next level is not purchased by you, then you will be blocked from earning additional income until you do so, because you have already doubled the cost of this level and the money is in your wallet. And so the choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. You can develop a business and earn more money, or you can take the money and watch others earn. Thanks to this rule, most of your partners will upgrade and your business will grow. So if you're looking at the top here, you see that little caution sign. That lets you know that it's time for you to upgrade. So the system will let you know inside of your back office that it's time to upgrade. Once you have received 2 payments, it's time to upgrade on each one of the levels. Now, so when you upgrade, you're upgrading out of your earnings. You never have to go back in your pocket again. Now, if you upgrade and buy the next level, then you are qualified to earn money at the higher level, while the lower previous level is still earning income for you as you continue to refer others. So this can continue to pay you over and over again as you grow the community and invite others to join us. And every person you invite, they will follow you. And as soon as all 3 places are filled and a re-entry occurs, 100% of which immediately comes to you. Thus, a chain reaction occurs and your partners immediately stand under you again, and again, you get paid direct to your wallet. This principle is one of the advantages of a decentralized project. Absolutely all payments go to your wallet, and you never have to worry about withdrawing or confirming funds. That's all done automatically. And the profits are already in your wallet because that happens instantly. Okay, I do want to read the disclaimer. The following examples are for illustration purposes only and are not a guarantee of income that you will receive. What a person receives is based on their individual work ethic and other factors beyond your control, such as the activity of the community. All right, so let's talk about X4. So as I mentioned earlier, X3 and X4 operate at the same time. When you join, you pay 0.05. Half of that's going to go into X3. The other half is going to go into X1. In X4. So you're in both parts of the program. As soon as you join, they operate simultaneously. Okay, just give me 1 second here. Let's see, I want to do something here. Okay, great. Okay, so now on X4, this is what we call the team build. Your first and second partners invited by your referral link, they're going to take the first 2 spots above you on the first level. All of that money, 100% of that money actually goes to your sponsor and they get paid instantly. Now, when people fall on your second level, 3, 4, and 5, 100% of that money goes to you and that's paid instantly. When the 6th person comes in, that's going to be used as a re-entry. That money goes to your sponsor, but it gives you the ability to repeat this cycle all over again after you have upgraded. So the same thing applies here. If you don't upgrade, then everything stops. Until you do upgrade, the money will pass over you until you do upgrade. Once you upgrade, everything continues. All right, here's a screenshot in the back office. So as I mentioned, both programs have levels that are activated by clicking on the shopping cart. You see that little shopping cart there? So this is connected to your wallet. And when you click on that shopping cart, it will withdraw the money from the wallet so you can upgrade. So the system has the ability to put money in your wallet, but it doesn't have the ability to withdraw money. You have to do that yourself, and that's the only thing you do manually. Now, each level is 2 times the cost of the previous level, and as a result, the income and the profits from them are twice as high. Many levels can be activated immediately, and you can open as many levels as you want, and they have no expiration dates. So once you go through these levels, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to do it again. You only have to upgrade 1 time. Then you're qualified to receive these income payments over and over again as the community grows. So here's another example of an income of 1 person. We're kind of looking at a screenshot. You can see that this individual has earned about 70 Ethereum. I think the price of Ethereum right now is maybe $220, something like that. It's kind of been dropping a little bit lately. And you can see that this individual has personally referred 21 people. You actually see it on the bottom down there. But you can see here on level 1, 28 people went through level 1. And this individual completed level 1 9 times. And then of those 28, 17 upgraded to level 2. And this individual completed level 2 5 times. You can see on level 3, 14 people upgraded there. And this person completed level 3 4 times. And you can see this individual upgraded so far up to level 6. Let's go down to X4. Now remember, X4 is the team build. 2 people fall on your first level, 3 people fall on your second level. When people fall in number 3, 4, and 5 spots, you get paid. When they fall in the 6th spot, that money actually goes to your sponsor. So you can see this person had 32 people that came through level 1, They completed this 5 times. 19 of them upgraded to level 2. This person completed this 3 times. And then over here, 12 people upgraded to level 3. And this person completed that 2 times. If you look over here, this gives you an idea of how much money you earn every time you complete one of those levels. So level 1 is going to average maybe between $6 and $7 based on the price of Ethereum. On level 2, it's $12, then $24, $48, $96, $192, $384, $768, $1538, $3,072, $6140, $12,228. So that's over and over again as you complete each one of those levels. So you'll be able to see here that the income can be pretty substantial. Okay, so let's talk about how you get started. So as I mentioned earlier, you can start with as little as 0.05 Ethereum. That might be in the area of about $15, maybe a little less right now since Ethereum is down. And this will get you started in both programs at level 1 that we mentioned before. Or you can immediately upgrade to level 2 in both programs for a cost of 0.15 Ethereum, which is somewhere between $35 and $40 one time out of your pocket. One of the best options is to start and upgrade immediately to level 3 in both the X4 and the X5. That's a total entry amount of 0.035, which is about somewhere between $75 and $80. Now, this proven working option works very fast because it sends money through the community much faster. But this is optional, and you can decide whether or not this is what you want to do. Again, there are no timelines, there's no deadlines, and levels repeat themselves automatically from earnings as you bring in new people, new partners into X3, and as you and others bring in partners into X4. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, all the details are thought out so that the movement is dynamic, revenues are instant, and the principle of decentralization is fully preserved, which is important for long-term development. We believe that concentrating your attention on this business can truly make high incomes a reality for you. So what I'm going to show you here is some of the income potential here. So if you just went through each one of the levels just one time, and remember you're going to upgrade out of your proceeds, you would have paid about 716 Ethereum. But your net profit, which you kept in your pocket, that would be over 6 figures. That's with you just going through each level just one time. And then again, remember that in most cases, you're going to be repeating levels over and over again, and these are the amounts of money that you would earn as you repeat each one of those levels in both parts of the program. But what you don't see here is the amount of money that you earn when you sponsor someone. Because remember, on X3, the first 2 payments go to the individual, the 3rd payment goes to the sponsor. So every time you refer someone and every time they complete a cycle, you're going to get 1 payment. And on X4, remember the first 2 payments go to the sponsor and the last payment goes to the sponsor. So every person you refer that completes the cycle in X4, you will receive 3 payments. So what you can't see here is the amount of money that you can earn simply by referring individuals yourself. When you combine all of this together, this can be a lot of money. All right, so I'm going to skip that. We do have a team website. This is a page that we paid for to create this for our team. Well, once you get on with us, we'll invite you here. It's a social network that allows you to communicate with everybody, get all the updates and various things like that that we do. Okay, so now I'm going to go and show you the back office. And but just remember, you want more information, contact the person who invited you here. They'll walk you through the process and show you how to get started. So let me do this. I'm going to stop my screen here for a moment, and I'm going to log into the back office. Now, in the back office, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's known as open source. What does that mean? Anybody can see what's going on back here. Everything is transparent. So what I'm going to do here, just going to go to the main website, which is lk.forsage.io. And that takes you to the main website. So you can type in any number here, and you can see what people are doing, right? So for example, this happens to be my account, and I've been involved here for 22 days. And in my account here, you can see that I have referred 75 people. 75 people who have at least $6 who want to do something for their families, right? And as a result of me doing that, I've generated $14,000 in 22 days. So everything you see here is real. It's all verified by the blockchain, and I'll be able to show you some things here in a second. Okay, so I want you to see here on X3, X3 is all about the people you personally refer. So you can see 75 people have come through X3 because I referred 75. This enabled me to repeat this. In other words, fill this up 3 times, complete three payments. I've been able to do that 52 times. And if I click right here, you can actually see every single one of the payments through the blockchain and where they went and where they came from. So you can actually see all of the wallet addresses. Okay, and you can see you get 2 payments and then you have a reentry. 2 payments, then a reentry. 2 payments and then a reentry. Just keeps going on and on and on. And on this level alone, I've earned over $551. And as long as I continue to bring people in, this will continue to pay me over and over again. And I'm not going to stop. I just keep sharing the program because I know people are looking for something that is real. When you come all the way down here to the bottom, you can see right here, in the beginning, we didn't fully understand how everything worked. So you can see here, I missed a couple of payments. Why? Because I didn't upgrade. But once I figured it out, I upgraded and then my payments resumed. So we talked about that earlier, okay? Now let's continue on. So you notice here, I earned $6 per commission, right? Or per payment, right? Per person that came through. I'm gonna go back to my office here. And what you have to see is that each level, it doubles. So with $6 here, that means 12, that means 24. Okay, that means 36. Let's click on this one so you can see, for example. Okay, so I come on down here, I've earned $800. And these are actually $45 payments, so my math is off, all right? So, but you can see that each level is doubling. 2 payments and then a re-entry, 2 payments and then a re-entry. Okay, and this continues over and over again as people upgrade. All right, and so each level continues like that. So if I come down here to level 8, for example, and you can see on level 8, I've received 1 payment of $713. So 1 person upgraded there, and that's the payment I received, okay? So now let's go ahead and let's go down to X4. So remember X3, these are the people that you personally refer, but X4 is the team. You can see here on the bottom, when the color is teal, that's a person that you referred. If the color is this light color, that means that spilled over from above you. If the color is blue, this spilled into your team from below. And if it's this color, this passed up because someone wasn't qualified and the money passed over them. So this is all a team effort. So everybody can win here because of this part of the program. So the 2 people that fall on your first level, they pay your sponsor, but the people that fall on your second level, number 3, 4, and 5, that money goes to you. And number 6 is a re-entry. So you can see 75 people came through here, and this repeated 26 times. So there's 26 times 6. All right. All right. And let's see, that would be 6, 12, 18. Actually, it's 26 times 18 is how much I earned here. Okay. So on this one, of course, it doubled. These are $12. 12 here, 12 here, 12 here. All right. And I did that 15 times. Then you can see 12 times over here. So this would be 24. 24, 24, 24. Multiply that times 3 times 12. And I repeated that all those times. Let's go to this one. I'm going to click on here. This is where you can see all the details. You can see I've earned $891 here. And we scroll down, you can see these are $45 payments over and over again. So this time you get 3, then a re-entry, 3, then a re-entry there, okay? All right, so that gives you an idea of how the money works. Now let's take a look at the kind of money that other people are making, all right? So you can see what I've made, but what about other people? If I come over here and click on partners, you can actually see what other people have earned. You can see that I'm not the only one earning money. So you can see here, this person earned $239, $50. This person, $9,139, $117, $78, $256. And you get to see the amount of money that people are making. Here's another one, $1,125. So the numbers you see here, what is this based on? Well, it's based on their participation. It's based on their activity because, you know, we all play a part here. The more active you are in this platform, the more money that you're going to earn. All right. And so you can keep on going down here and you can see more people and you can see more money. So this is driven by you. Yeah, you do get help from the team build, but a lot of this has to do with you and how determined you are to get to the next level economically. Now, when people look at this, often they will say, is this a pyramid? Well, depends on what your definition is. Some people say that the person at the top makes all the money. That's a pyramid. Okay, I need to show you that this is not a pyramid, because it doesn't matter when you start. What matters is what you do after you start. So I'm number 64, right? So what happens if I go to number 20? So obviously number 20 started before me. If this was a pyramid, then number 20 would be making more money than me, right? Well, let's click over here. Let's see, how much money has number 20 made? Number 20 hasn't made anything. Why? Number 20 is not doing anything, and also it's not a whole lot going on with number 20's team. Our team is very active, all right? So that does make a difference who you connect with. And in fact, I happen to be the #1 earner in the entire program right now, okay? But let's go over here and let's go to another person. Let's go to number 10, okay? So here's number 10, started a long time before me, started ahead of me. And number 10 has made $2,900, right? Okay, but I made $14,000. Well, maybe it's because I referred 75 people and this person only referred 25. Can you see that? So even though this person started before me, I actually earned more money than this person because I've done more work than them. Guess what? The same thing applies to you. Everybody on this call can earn more money than me if you go out and just do more work than me. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Just wanted to give everybody an overview of what we have going on here. All right. So what I want to do now, I'm actually going to bring Chris on the line and to share some additional comments, and then we will take a few questions here. All right, stand by. Okay, Chris, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. I don't know. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I do. Welcome to the call.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I also want to thank use this medium to thank you for creating this time. I know it wasn't really easy, and the number of times I've requested that you talk to these people, you've always been available, and it just shows how great a leader you are. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you on their behalf. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the effort. Now, I also want to thank Mr. Victor, who has really been doing some very good work behind the scene. He went as far as creating a lot of things online and creating a lot of market campaigns as regards this. Now, like he said earlier on, this is just going to be the starting of what we intend doing, because we intend doing this continually, so that a lot of people will be better informed, and then a lot of people will also take advantage of it. Now, there's something Mr. Mark didn't tell you. I want to chip in here. Now, the account you saw, that is his account, that account was actually above $15,000 as at a few days ago. Now, but we all knew that there was a dump in the price of Ethereum, and that's why you saw that value as $14,000. In fact, when I joined, he was already at day 6. And day 6, as at day 6, his account was reading about $12,000+. I have those screenshots. I have all those details with me. Now, I'm not saying this to cajole anyone, but I'm saying this to encourage us, because I don't think I've seen a program as clean. I don't think I've seen a program as transparent as this. I mean, you get to continually make money. Now, if you are in level 4, I want you to know that you're in level 4, and doesn't stop you from any money from level 1. Your referrals in level 1, your referrals in level 2. The essence for you paying that money for renewal is to put you in a position so that you keep earning money in each of these levels you have gone ahead of. So you are in level 5, your downlines are in level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I tell you, with this system, you continually earn money in each of these levels continually as long as blockchain and Ethereum exists. So there's no time limit to how much you're going to, when last you should get money from the system. No, as long as people keep coming in through your effort, through your team's effort, I'm telling you, keep me making money. I joined this program and he can show you from his own partner's end my ID. And you will see that in a few days, I was already up by over 100,000 Naira equivalent. So and as at then, I had barely 11 people. Some of us are in million money, and you know what it means for you to take the effort you need to put in to get that amount of money from me. This is not to discredit million money, because that's where we all started from. And to add to what he said, what he said some time ago, this is actually a program that's been developed by the developers of Million Money. And this program was developed to ease up and to give us more money compared to what we would have gotten from Million Money. So I really want to use this opportunity to urge us and to encourage us, take advantage of it. It's just 0.05 Ethereum. Like he says, 0.05 Ethereum should be running somewhere around, I think somewhere around $15. So if I have to do a check on that right now, 1 minute, let me do that so that some of us will be aware. Okay, 0.5 Ethereum is around 11 points. So if you put the transfer charges and all whatnot, you should be heading about 12 point something dollars. Okay, so please, I really want you guys to take advantage of it. And let's see how in a short while, in the next couple of weeks, with our team effort, with your efforts, trust me, you see yourself making residual money from this continually. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, sir. I'm grateful.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure meeting and talking with all of you. Does anyone have any questions or comments that we can answer for you right now? You can get your questions answered one of two ways. You can type in the chat box. We'll even give you an opportunity to raise your hand, and I'll give you an opportunity to speak if you have a question or comment right now.
Now, one more thing I wanted to say, sir.
Yes.
Is I wanted people to see that, in fact, before the meeting started, I was talking with Mr. Victor, and he was just shouting. He was telling me about the spillover he received. Now, a lot of my downlines, my direct downlines, have been enjoying spillovers. In fact, myself, I got spillovers from people I don't know just because I belong to this team.
Yes.
On my X4, I got 2 spillovers today.
Wow. Awesome.
I was looking at the spillover Mr. Mark got some time ago. I think that's about, I saw something about 6.4. Okay, somebody did an upgrade about 6.4 Ethereum. And is just something you get by 6.4 Ethereum. If you multiply that by $200, that is over $1,500 for just an upgrade. $1,500 in Nigerian currency should be hitting to almost, let's not exaggerate, somewhere around 500, 600,000 Naira. That's what you get for just one person upgrading at a particular level, which you have covered. So it tells you that, it shows you the profit potential. The X4, like he said, is where most of you will start enjoying when you join our team, because our team is actually doing work. I mean, they are doing massive work. I can't tell you, on my account only, I have earned from my X4 a total of, before now it was close to almost, it was about $200 something. A lot of that money are free money coming from spillovers. So I've earned almost 80K coming from just spillovers. Just spillovers, like this is free money. So if you compare that to how much we used in starting, you will know it's nothing compared. And all you need here is just start with 0.05, and then you bring in your first 3 people. And like he said, the best way to earn more in this is make sure you're unlocking level 1 and level 2, level 3. But if you don't have the money for that to start up, please take advantage of level 1. Start from there. And then when you bring in your referrals, as you get the money to buy up next levels, you buy them immediately. Okay, so that's that. If you have questions, please, you're free to ask the questions. I can see Pastor Ike in this. I need you to ask, because Mr. Mark, I wanted to tell you also about, there's a young man in this webinar that did something very, I think is worthy of praise. His name is a pastor in Christ Embassy, is a Pastor Ike. He did something very marvelous on Sunday. Had his own meeting, a conference, seminar, so to say, on Sunday, and we're believing God that from this Sunday, the result for that will start. I mean, that meeting was a success, like he told me. I'm believing God that from this Sunday we should start seeing good results from that. So please, if you have any questions, I want you to ask a question now.
Someone asked a question about cryptocurrency. They wanted to know if cryptocurrency was real money. Well, here's a website you can go to. It's called CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap lists all of the major cryptocurrencies and their current price. So you can see right now 100 cryptocurrencies. So what is cryptocurrency? It is digital money. It's created for the internet and the internet age. So you can see here, for example, that the current price of Ethereum is $221 right now, and the current value of Bitcoin is $8,555. So the most important thing you want to know is that this cryptocurrency can easily be converted into your money, and Chris will be able to help you and to show you how to do that in Nigeria. But within minutes, I can convert this into US dollars, go to the ATM machine and get the cash. I mean, it's very easy. So you have to remember that cryptocurrency has been out now for over 10 years. And so it's easily converted into any currency around the world. And once you learn how to do that, you've got it. And other thing I wanted to say was, I wanted to show you here, here's a gentleman here in the United States that I introduced to this program. He only referred one person. You can see this right here. Here's the person he referred, number 900. See that right there? And he's earned $17 from that. But I want you to see here, in X4, he's earned $1,100, folks. All right, X4 is what happens in the community. You see this? This is all spillover. Now I want you to see this. He's number 363. You see that? But when I come down here, I can put my mouse on here and I can see the numbers of the people who helped him earn money. This one right here, that's number 96. 96 started long before him because he's 363. This one right here, this is number 506. So this is the person that came after him. So you have people that start before you that's helping you, and people that come after you that are helping you. This is what we call the team build. And as a result of that, once he realized what was going on here, he upgraded in X4 so he could receive spillover from the community so he could earn money, because he knew he wasn't that good when it came to recruiting. And so you see this right here, this was today, folks. Let me show you something. If I click on this, because he upgraded to this level, he earned 1.6 Ethereum today. So you can see the date, 2/28. He doesn't even know he earned this. That was $354. So he's 75 years old. He's retired. This money, this means a whole lot to him. And all he had to do was get involved, and he upgraded because he saw what was happening. He saw that even though he didn't refer a lot of people, that he could make money through the team efforts in X4. And that's what Chris was trying to explain to you. That's why we say this is a program where everybody wins. All right, so that's all I have, Chris. Anything else you want to say before we close?
No, now I actually expect some of them to ask some questions, but I think when we go back to the group, we'll sort out that.
No problem, no problem. Well, great job. And you know, we need to do this again. Just let me know. In the meantime, we'll invite everyone to the calls that we're currently doing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you,
all right,
sir.
and I'll send this recording to you as soon as it renders.
Okay, sir. I'll be waiting for that. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You, sir.
Bye for now.
Okay, sir. Yeah, bye, sir.
God bless.